holder for IFL in association with Macklins Gym Marbella. Quite fortunate enough to be joined by trainer Lee Wilkins from the Body Shop ABC. How are you, mate?
Yeah, good, thank you, James.
Good. I've witnessed your fighter in action today. Good performance for Yusuf Safa. How do you sort of assess his performance?
Yeah, performance-wise, I think he was loading up a little bit too much. Personally, I think he's getting this highlight reel going in his head a bit too much more. So, but listen, it was a great finish to what I would class as performance-wise would be mediocre. So, you know, like, it wasn't using the jab as much. Very, very tense, trying to throw his shots and everything else like that. But like I said, for a bad night's work, he got a good stoppage. So, what do you say to that?
You can see the sort of respect level between you both and how close you are.
Yeah, no.
How much do you enjoy working with someone like that?
Yeah, listen, I mean, do you know what? We got a compliment in the corner, like through the corner. There was a shot I said to him to throw, and he threw it. And the doctor come up to me and said, like, that's weird. Like, you said something and he threw it. And it is nice when you have got that relationship with your fighter because you can be very critical of them and get the best out of them in the same sense to it. Do you know what I mean? Like I said, and he threw the shot. So, I mean, the relationship's brilliant. Do you know what I mean? We have been through a lot together. I mean, a lot of people don't know that the day I found out my son had cancer, Yusuf was actually sitting in the car with me, and that was hard. Do you know what I mean? That was like 4 years ago. We've always made a pact together. I've always turned around and said to him, "You was there at my lowest point in life, and I'll be with them in your highest point in life." And that's hopefully when he wins a world title. So we're on a good journey, and like tomorrow we're doing a fun run for this for a little girl called Ellie.
Is that on the t-shirt?
It's the t-shirt tomorrow. We're doing a fun run tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the morning from the gym.
That's brilliant.
Do you know, like, I mean, it means a lot to me. Do you know what I mean? Because I've been through it. Yeah. And the girl's 12 years of age, and I ain't just saying it, James. She's the most incredible little child I've ever met. I mean, they're all, you know, what they go through. It feels like, but I've never personally met a kid that's got so much character and bravery in the battle that she's going against. So, like, that fight tonight was pretty dedicated to Ellie as well. And like I said, we've got a fun run tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Even if it's raining, it doesn't matter. It's a fun run. I'm dressing up as Superman. Usually can go as the Joker, I think, after that performance. Nah, it's alright.
We heard you was going to put a Chelsea kit on and go on Gustavo Poyet.
Nah,
Is
never,
that not true?
Nah, never. Nah. That's all from you. But do you know what? Afterwards, I think we're going to go and get a Nando's.
Don't start, mate.
Cheeky Nando's.
Don't start. Nando's is blacklisted from the channel.
Even though we're Wagamamas at the moment. So that was good. You enjoyed that, Yusuf, didn't you? The Wagamamas. Do you know what I mean? James and Peter McDonough and Ricky Boyd, he's shot to pieces about that, Ricky.
Oh, I bet he is.
He's like, he was like, I wasn't involved. I was just there as a witness. That's it.
Got to say, give Nando's a due. They offered us money, phoned us up, offered us money, whatever else. I just told them donate it to charity. We don't want nothing.
Well, there you go. Nando's can donate it to this charity.
There you go.
To Ellie Morgan's page if they want.
Well, I don't care what they do. I don't want to talk about them.
No. So but like I said, so tomorrow, like I said, we're doing a good day, and then Yusuf will be back in the gym Tuesday.
I've got to say, it's fantastic the amount, not just yourself, but the whole boxing fraternity do in general to help people out. Sometimes it doesn't get...
Do you know what?
But a lot of people like yourself, unless I ask you to talk about it, it's hard to get people to speak on the subject of what they do. You know what I mean,
listen, the thing is, like I said, it is a big... It means a lot to me. Like I said, like I don't tell that many... I mean, people say, women. I'm like, yeah. And like, I remember I was in Belfast, I think, in February, and Billy got diagnosed in November. So it's kind of like... These are kind of things. These are personal things in your lifestyle that happen and stuff. And like I said, like when I got asked to set the fun run up for the little girl, you know, like it was like going over things I didn't really want to go over again. Do you know what I mean? But like I said, like people say, like when you do the fun runs, why don't you give anyone notice? Like my argument to it is, when you get told you get cancer, you don't get told it. You don't get told, oh, wait a minute, in 3 weeks' time, you get told it straight away. Then you got to deal with it. It's the same thing with a fun run. You've just got to deal with it. Do you know what I mean? You know, so. You know, it's just something else that we just try and raise as much money as possible for her, and hopefully, like she'll enjoy whatever the money gets spent on for her and her family.
Wish Ellie Morgan all the best with her recovery. I hope everything works out, mate.
Listen, she's a fighter.
Good luck
with
Ellie, the fun run.
Tonight was for you, and we'll see all the family and that tomorrow. So thanks a lot, James. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for your time, Lee. Good luck, mate.